Testing. Good morning. Welcome to Elder Scrolls Online, aka ESO. Turn that off so not everybody's listening to me do the intro. Welcome to ESO with Sephiroth TX. It is Monday morning, and this is our first of our limited streams during the year. We'll have 2, maybe if we're lucky, 3 streams a week. Today we'll be doing ESO. This upcoming Thursday, we will be doing... Sorry, my phone just did something weird. It looks like my manager's still up and still running. That was weird. Anyway, this upcoming Thursday, we'll do Fortnite. Now, I'd like to do a little something different. You know, I like to mix politics in a little bit with my streams. So, we'll spend the first 10 minutes talking about current events, personal, and... Ooh, dude, you're gonna fall. It'd be funny if every time you went down the stairs, he'd just, like, fall. Don't do anything with my bare face. Oh god, he went through. Anyway, we'll discuss current events, both personal and not so personal. On a personal note, today's my son's first day of school at a new school. Though I'm not sure how much that means, because he was at his 6th grade at the middle school he went to last time. During the entire 7th grade and some of the 6th grade, I think. No, it was the entire 7th grade. He was homeschool, distance learned because of COVID. And so now he's in a new school, but he was never really in the first school very much, so I don't know how much that matters. Like, he had no time at school last year. He seemed to be doing good. The school looks like one he's going to be interested in. I have butterflies in my stomach because I'm the dad. I will always worry for my son. Stuff like that happens. We'll talk while we walk. I think we need to... We rescued what's-her-name the other day from... We rescued our old privateer group that was angry with us after we sold off their mass weapon. It turned out that doing that ended up with what's-her-name losing 2 of her brothers. But, you know, no one needs a freaking super weapon. We have entered Fevered Muse. That is the only mission we currently have on this list. So, in more news-related stuff, there's some things going on. Right now in Texas, we have people trying to protect us from COVID. Bexar County, San Antonio, Dallas ISD. Good people trying to protect our kids from the virus pandemic by doing nothing more than saying, hey, wear a mask. You all have to wear a mask. Keep everybody else safe from you and yourself, and you from them. And we're all fighting against Greg Abbott, King Paxton, the fascists they are, and of course we have to go up against the Supreme Court, but like usual, the Supreme Court is padded by the politicians. And the politicians in Texas have been heavily conservative, mostly because of crooked, censored voting systems. So we're going up against pretty much Greg Abbott and his crew. So hopefully, in the end, we can prove logic out, and we can actually have local governments choose to enforce mandates against the stupidity of Greg Abbott and his conservative cults. But who knows? Also, as you probably know, we are withdrawing from Afghanistan. Now, all over Facebook and all over Twitter, there are people ragging on Joe Biden for withdrawing from Afghan. And these are all Trump cultists. And I'd like to note one thing. Trump is the one who started withdrawing us from Afghanistan. First thing, it was one of the few things I ever agreed on him with him on. It's probably the only thing I ever agreed with him on. We should have never been in Afghanistan. The country had no interest in freeing itself. And we were there for, 2 decades now? And it made no move to enforce its security, enforce its own military, enforce its own politicians, little groups. It was hoping that we would babysit them forever, and that is not our job. We shouldn't be country building. We shouldn't be babysitting. Sure, the Taliban are evil people. They're a racist, conservative, religious group. So, yeah, they're evil. And yes, they're anti-women, anti-gay. they execute people for religious and stupid reasons. They are bad people. But all we did was go over there and kill some innocent people and then kill some Taliban people and made absolutely no progress. Because now the Taliban is back in control. But if you want someone to blame directly, last year, as Trump's campaign was floundering, an attempt to get some kind of approval somewhere, he released the Taliban leader we had captured and thousands of other Taliban members to have a short few weeks of ceasefire. I'm not even sure if the ceasefire lasted or not. And then he started and set the withdrawal agreement. Now, the withdrawal agreement was set for 10 days from now, so we're a little bit early. But believe me, that's not any cause for problem. So if you don't like the fact that with withdrawing, remember, Trump did it. Joe Biden's just following through with the plan. But we really do not belong in Afghanistan, not in any way or form. If those people wanted to be free, if those people needed a government of their own, they would have done something by now, but they didn't. And yes, what's going to happen to them is terrible. And it's partially our government's fault. It's a lot of our government's fault, but some of it is their fault too. They need to stand up for themselves. They needed to take charge. They didn't. Then if you really want to go back and look at the real thing, the Taliban, Al-Qaeda, all of that is created by the American government, usually conservatives. They were created to destabilize countries we wanted footholds in so that we could usually gain their oil. And that's what they're there for. And then they were bolstered when people we launched violence against began to hate us and turned to terrorism to fight us. That's where they come from. Part of them is we created them. The other part is we created them through violence. We have to hold up and take our credit where it's due. In Afghanistan and in every single war since Vietnam, including Vietnam, we have never been the good people in the war. Sure, there were sometimes more than one bad person. In Iraq war, I wouldn't have called Iraq the bad people. We were the bad people. In Afghanistan, there were two sides of bad people. But the U.S. hasn't been the good people in a long, long time. Not in a long time. We are not liberators. We're conquerors and thieves. That's all we are. And now we go to playing. Countess Elselde Tamrith.
The Fevered Muse. I haven't thought about that place since I was a child.
What can you tell me about the Fevered Muse?
It's a ravine beyond the upper city. It's been sealed off for years. They used to send the ill and infirm there. Those afflicted with the plague, Khajiit fever, Argonian leprosy, things like that. But that was a long time ago.
Okay, I know the Khajiit fever. That was that one that killed a bunch of them. It has a different name I can't think of, but I don't know Argonian leprosy. Any idea what I might find there?
The ravine is riddled with small caves, as I recall. There's an even older section, an ancient ruin. If this Argonian is using a portal to bring reinforcements into the city, I suspect those ruins would make a proper staging ground.
I have a feeling I talked to you about this before. We talked to Countess. We need to go north. North of the city, through the city, apparently. I don't know exactly. Like, almost like I need to get north of these walls. What are you doing?
What are you doing back here? Come to give me some coin?
With that voice, I'll give you all the coin you need. Wonder if this guy ever watches stuff, just hears people praising his voice because he was once Spike, and he's like, yeah, I'm awesome.
I'm very sorry. I'm waiting for someone. Would you leave me to my thoughts, please? I don't want to miss him. I've been waiting for so long.
I think you're ghosted.
I'm just gonna sit right here until all this nonsense between the nobles blows over.
I mean, that sounds like a good idea. Get up north. Hey, don't roar at the lady, you mean bear.
Sir Hughes was once a good man, but killing Duchess Lucana could not be forgiven.
Correct. Which is why I murdered him. Murder. I'll assume that I can get in here this way. Oh, shoot, right. Oh, well, I could just hit the wrong button. Whatever. This way, then. Is this it? This might be it. No guards at the actual area. Entered the Fevered Muse. Anyway, good morning. I hope y'all are having a good week. Y'all of y'all that have returned to school aren't watching me right now, but y'all might be watching the VODs later. And remember, if you ever miss out on VODs and whatnot, y'all can always enter YouTube and watch all my stuff.
You don't have to deal with this on your own.
Ravenwatch. I'm trying to talk to you, sir.
I assume you have come to rescue the nobles and stop Montclair's reinforcements. But if Rizal Jul is here, you shouldn't have to face him alone.
How did you find about this place?
I am not without resources of my own. When I discovered that Montclair had left the city and heard that the nobles had been taken captive, it wasn't difficult to ferret out the mad Argonian's hiding place.
Can you tell me anything about Rizal Jul?
The Argonian? He has been at Montclair's side for a long time. He is a skilled warrior and an alchemist. I believe he may also have darker interests, including necromancy. Understand this. Rizal Jul is powerful and not quite sane.
Do you have spies working for you?
I have loyal associates. Let's leave it at that for the time being. Suffice to say, we have nothing but Rivenspire's best interests at heart. Now, let's go rescue those nobles.
Sounds good. I like you the best out of all the other nobles. Wait, why am I going the first person? We're about to fight. Look for a key on Montclair troops. Okay, so he's bashing some heads. And what's with the lack of music?
I prayed that I wouldn't be left to that lizard's torture. They poked and prodded me. I'm of House Tamrith. How dare they?
How dare they poke me? You're going the wrong way, lady. The exit's the other way. Apparently she knows a ninjutsu.
Did I mention that? Baron Montclair and his Argonian general Rizal Jul attacked the nobles of Shornhelm. This is an outrage.
Why is there no music? It's freaking creepy. Like I can hear... Yeah, hold on, we're gonna go up here and check to make sure all the settings are correct. because the volume is on. Everything's good. Ooh, heavy. Hold on, I got inventory. No, they suck.
That horrible Argonian, Rizal Jul, said he would turn me into a powerful creature. Why would I want that? Ah, sweet freedom. Thank you so much for coming to my rescue.
No problem. Assuming they're going to turn you into a vampire.
I'm surprised Baron Dorel didn't accompany you here. He's never been one to shy away from getting his hands bloody in defense of house and country.
Why are you so anxious to help resolve the situation in Shornhelm?
Shornhelm's stability affects all of Rivenspire. If Montclair and his allies take over the city, I fear all of Rivenspire would soon fall. And then they would look beyond our borders. He's always fancied himself the true heir to Rance's throne.
That doesn't explain everything.
I usually leave politics to the other nobles. I prefer to deal quietly with more unusual problems. As for the why of things, call it an obligation. But now is not the time to discuss the past.
I think you're a vampire. You don't have the red eyes, but I don't remember they all have red eyes in this game. Maybe a Skyrim only thing. Yeah, you know what? The lady had red eyes, didn't I?
Suspected Rizal Jul is behind that stone door, along with his portal. We need to stop him from bringing through more reinforcements.
Could you reactivate the music, sir? You look more highly. Stamina's down, magicka up, really? Boo. I kind of fallen for my silver gold armor. I like it. My other color was just too close to the mage's armor color.
I have no time to deal with these fools. Kill them. Kill them all.
Blood fiends? Really? Sir, you could help. Just kind of standing there like a dummy. Ow. Take it, this would be the boss who'd be hearing, oh, that's too strong. Epic music for her. Medium, 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 glyph. Health poison. Heavy, gold.
I can feel the magic. There's a portal close by. I need to close it before we're overrun by more Montclair soldiers.
You need to close the portal?
I should be able to close the portal. It won't take me more than a few seconds. There. That should keep them out. Shornhelm will be safe now.
Oh, there we go.
I shall begin my research at once, try to determine where Rizal Jul has gone. In the meantime, you should seek out the High King.
Pork. Pork my ass about as much pork as they sell at Skyrim's, was that? Wow, this game is creepy when you don't have
The
music.
portal closed. We stopped Rizal Jul from sneaking more Montclair troops into the city. It is frustrating, though, that Rizal Jul slipped away. That Argonian is sly and cowardly.
Any idea where Rizal Jewel disappeared to?
No, and that's what worries me. He must be tracked down and dealt with swiftly. Thanks to your efforts, though, Montclair's plan to take control of Shornhelm has been stopped. You should inform High King Emmerich and the other nobles.
Is this the High King in Shornhelm?
According to my sources, he was close before I entered the Muse. I have no doubt that the Shornhelm Guard has reclaimed the upper city. I assume Dorel, Tamrith, and the High King are even now in Shornhelm Castle. Give Emmerich my regards.
I'm sure he loves you. I should take this fork because it's man meat. As a werewolf, I like to eat man. Wait. Okay, first thing, I got a whole bunch of stuff. But none of it's really anything I want to put on there. Yeah, nope. Still nope. Damn, that doesn't work one too. We were in this helmet forever. Well, too. Oops. Let's get out of here. Should you at least open a portal so I don't have to walk all the way back through all these people? Is there supposed to be no music in this area? Guys, it's fucking creepy. But you Groundlanders are a werewolf in here now. Also, all the people disappeared. What the frick? I guess this is a part of the dungeon, so it cleared out once I beat the bosses. Please let there be music in Stormhelm. I can't restart the game. Oh yeah, I can exit and enter. Oh no, but half the time I exit it logs, it freaking crashes. Oh, music. Thank goodness. Then there was just no music in that place. Freaking creepy.
I was just about to go in after you. Thought maybe you were stuck in a cage or something.
The upper city has been retaken.
Bunch of whiners, Montclair's troops. The moment we really pushed back, they broke off and demanded we accept their surrender. Dorel wants to execute the lot of them, but the Countess wants to consult with the High King. Too soft-hearted she is.
Why were you looking for me?
Wanted to let you know that High King Emmerich has arrived. He's in Shornhelm Castle with the Baron and the Countess. Me? I think I might leave when this is all over. Join the Fighters Guild. See the world. Certainly could use the change.
Ah, welcome, brother, in the Fighters Guild. Don't look away. Oh, are you 4? No one wants to talk. Absolutely no one wants to talk. Absolutely no one wants to talk. Okay. At least this place is safe now. Oh. Apparently we're going to jump from the door a few times before we're going. So yeah, we'll be here for a total of 3 hours. We'll do that every day. It's an interesting tree. Tapestry. It's time with wings. It's an hourglass with wings under a tree. Huh. Time tree? The tree of time. I have no idea. I have no idea what that stands for.
While you were gone, we liberated the upper city. House Montclair's hold on Shornhelm has been shattered.
We dislodged House Montclair from its nest. The upper city is ours, and Shornhelm is free.
Speak when spoken to, sir. This is royalty. Hello, friend.
Here we have the savior of Shornhelm, I presume. You should know that Baron Dorel and Countess Tamrith have been quite generous in their praise of you. I trust you were able to close this portal Montclair was using to bring in reinforcements?
Yes, Ferendus Ravenwatch was with me, and he closed the portal.
I'm not surprised. Verandis and I go back many years. He has a habit of making people nervous, but I've been trying to reassure Baron Dorel and Countess Tamrith he is loyal to the people of Rivenspire. Did you also defeat this Rizal Jewel?
No, he escaped.
Then I suppose we'll have to track him down, he and Montclair both. I fear Montclair's ambitions may be far greater than simply conquering all of Rivenspire. It's better we stop him now.
I'll help you however I can, Your Majesty.
Thanks to you, we have an excellent start here in Shornhelm, and I will devote my resources to fortifying the city as quickly as possible. We're secure here now, and we have to ensure it remains that way. Shornhelm may be secure, but reports from other parts of the kingdom suggest Montclair is stirring up trouble everywhere. Countess Tamrith and Baron Dorel will each take a detachment of the Shornhelm Guard and go investigate these reports.
I'm sorry, I was doubling up. I could barely hear you. What can I do to help?
As you might have guessed, I'm thinking you are best suited for tracking down Rizal Jewel and making sure he doesn't go opening any more portals into Shornhelm. Did Verandis perhaps mention any suspicions of where this rat may have scurried off to?
He was going to investigate the matter himself.
Then I suggest you join him. Knowing Verandis, he's returned to Ravenwatch Castle to study whatever evidence he may have found. You'll find it west of the city near the town of Crestshade. I'm counting on the two of you to stop Rizal.
Cool.
And soon.
I'm almost positive Ravenwatch is the group of good vampires. I'll go to Ravenwatch Castle right away.
I should warn you. Ravenwatch Castle is as strange as the man who owns it. His family is very old and they have strange traditions. Don't worry, though. I have no doubt about the fact that he's on our side. You may rely on anything he says.
Can I ask a few questions before I leave?
Of course, I'm a veritable treasure trove of useless information and I love to share.
How do you know Verandis?
I've known Count Ravenwatch since I was a boy. My father even sent me to study with him for a time. House Ravenwatch is one of the oldest noble houses of Rivenspire. Quite a legacy, and Verandis carries it well.
There must be more to it than that.
Well, if you must know, he's part of the reason I'm wearing this crown. When I first proposed to form the Covenant, many people opposed me. Verandis, however, without any urging, supported my plans and helped sway opinions in my favor.
Why?
I think he did it because he was tired of bloodshed, and he knew he could trust me to always work toward peace. If I can end this conflict and restore it here, I will consider my debt to Verandis paid in full.
How long will you remain in Shornhelm?
As long as it takes. I knew that having the noble houses share the throne wouldn't last. I should have chosen one of them to rule years ago. To be honest, I feel I'm partly to blame for all of this, and it's my duty to be here and see it resolved.
I don't like how that's worded, so I'm going to word it different. Did you not bring an army?
The last time I brought an army to Rivenspire, it was to put an end to Rance's war. That isn't a memory I want to reawaken in this region. Besides, it will be better for all concerned if Rivenspire resolves its own problems.
Oh, this is beginning to sound a little like Afghanistan. Has there been any word from the West?
Rumors and wild tales, for the most part. We did receive a dispatch from a Captain Janavy. Apparently something occurred in the town of Crestshade. Something devastating enough to require the captain to set up a camp for refugees.
What can you tell me about Crestshade?
Very little. It's a small town at the foot of the Western Mountains. Since you're heading in that direction to see Verandis, perhaps you can look in on Crestshade. I'd be grateful if you can determine what actually happened out there.
Sure. Oh, wait, hold on, people. I'm gonna cheer for a bit. Hell. Oh. Choose one. Tailor, leather, blacksmith. Nothing really. I'll just save those for werewolf or whatever. Speaking of, We'll see how that goes. Christine is the father of werewolves, and arguably maybe related to the vampires in this game, since their gift is more a gift than a curse. Did y'all see that? Oh, weird ass glitch in the sky over there, like a unloaded area loading in. Skybox. Let's see. So, our next missions are outside of town already. This is Crest Shade ending, so we'll be heading towards the west anyway. I can head to the right or left. The right will take me to the guess I want the right. Argonian doing magic, and having fun watching them. People celebrating, I guess. I'm not sure that kind of dance matches the kind of music this is what Elf's doing. I would notice there's a large mixture of races right here, considering the area. I mean, like outside races. We are just sweeping the streets, dude. You're never going to be done. I would like to see a store before we go, so I can sell shit I don't need. I don't think I have anything in me. I do have something on me. How's that? Is that it? I need to go make some stuff on a... If I see a freaking blacksmith table, we're going to go look at it. See if there's anything I can make. Like, is there a blacksmith in here? There has to be, right? Woodworker, alchemy station, enchanting station. I refuse to think that there is not a blacksmith in this town. It's too... Oh, right here. Straight ahead. Ah, typical blacksmith's house. I should have known it. First, I'd like to sell you some stuff.
My stock isn't what it used to be, what with the war and all, but I still have a decent selection, if you want to have a look.
Should you be making stuff? So I have this ornate shield that you'll apparently give me 100 coin for. And I get the restoration stuff of necropotence. What the frick is that? It sounds like a disease. I have these cheap-ass sabatons. These cheap-ass gauntlets. That's raw material. This helmet I can use. Pauldrons I can use. Oh, wow, right. Oh, there's a tropical storm wind coming. Okay, well, won't affect me. Y'all in Florida, be careful. Run for the hills. Okay, how do I make... There we go. Come on. Hell. I have Jack. I have actual Jack. Huh. So I need more iron before I can actually do the rest of these. Well, shit. Let's see if this guy sells iron.
My stock is...
Actually, I can just see if you sell iron, sir. Have I ever sold any iron? No. Oh, poop. I guess we're not doing any of that right now. So we'll want to go this way. And just head straight down the street. Everybody say goodbye to Shornhelm. I'm sure we'll be back here as the center of the freaking map. Big old stone villages here. Imagine the thunder just echoing off these walls.
Countess Tamrith returns here for her father's funeral, and what does House Montclair do? They attack the upper city. The bastards killed more Shornhelm guards and civilians than I care to think about. It's like Rancer's War all over again.
Except for we won. Already.
They
Oh.
say the city is safe now, but how can they be sure? Baron Montclair's followers could be all around us, waiting for another opportunity to rise up and strike.
I'm pretty sure half of them are vampires, you'll notice. With nobody noticing the vampire theme here, it seems like everybody here is pretty ignorant of the vampire problem.
With all the recent trouble, these streets aren't safe at night. You should be careful. Keep a hand on your gold pouch.
If someone touches my gold pouch, I'll take off their skin.
Wonderful day for a blood fiend attack. What can I do for you, citizen?
Such an orc. Why are there two ways to go? I'm going to the way that's paved. The shadow. And listen to my, do I have a freaking boon on this character? I do not. I might as well go get the freaking shadow while I'm here. Oh, it'll be this way. Over the way I'm going anyway. There's an encampment right here or something. Merchant. You don't sell iron, do you? Apparently I need iron.
Welcome to Trader's Meet, my friend. Come for a selection of rarities, have you? Well, how about apples? Guaranteed to be worm-free. They're imported from Glenumbra.
That's not a bad sounding idea. But first thing, fix all my crap. 536. Good thing I'm freaking rich. Second thing, do you have iron? No, but at least you fixed my stuff. Iron. Copper. You know, I have been collecting some of those. I need to figure out next time I'd add a smith if I can actually refine those into ores or ingots. Ooh. There's some mountains. It looks like we're getting closer to a UFO? Question mark? Okay, so it's over here. Cool. The firmament. This book appears to be reputed qualities of birth sign of those unborn in the constellation, and does not describe those mysterious stellate coming from to Mundus stones. The stars of Tamriel are divided into 13 constellations. 3 of them are the major constellations known as the Guardians. These are the Warrior, the Mage, and the Thief. Each of the Guardians protects its charges from the 13th constellation, the Serpent. When the sun rises near one of the constellations, it is the constellation season. Each constellation has a season appropriately 1 month. The Serpent has no season, for it moves about in the heavens, usually threatening one of the other constellations. The Warrior is the first Guardian constellation, and he protects his charges during their seasons. The Warrior's own season is Last Seed, when his strength is needed for the harvest. His charges are the Lady, the Steed, and the Lord. Those born under the signs of the Warrior are skilled with weapons of all kinds, but prone to short tempers. I need to get the Warrior, actually. I think that would be best for this character. The Mage is a guardian of constellation whose season is Rain's Hand, when magic was first used by men. His charges are the Apprentice, the Golem, and the Ritual. Those born under the sign of the Mage have more magic and talent for all kinds of spellcasting, but are often arrogant and absent-minded. The Thief is the last guardian of the constellation, and her season is the darkest month of Evening Star. Her charges are the Lover, the Shadow, and the Tower. Those born under the sign of the Thief are not typically thieves, though they take risks more often than others and only rarely come to harm. They will run out of luck eventually, however, and those rarely live as long, and so rarely live as long as those under other signs. The serpent wanders about in the sky and has no season, though its motions are predictable to a degree. No characteristics are common to all who are born under the serpent. Those born under the sign are most blessed and the most cursed. What's the point of having the serpent, then? The lady is one of the warrior's charges, and her season is Heartfire. Those born under the sign Lady are kind and tolerant. The Steed is one of the warrior's charges, and her season is Mid-Year. Those born under the sign of the Seed are impatient, always hurrying from one place to another. The Lord's season is First Seed. He oversees all of Tamriel during the planting. Those born under the sign of the Lord are stronger and healthier than those born under other signs. The Apprentice season is Sun Height. Those born under the sign of the Apprentice have a special affinity for magic of all kind, but are also more vulnerable to magic. The Atronach, often called the Golem, is one of the Mage's charges. Its season is Sun's Dusk. Those born under this sign are natural sorcerers, with deep reserves of magicka, but cannot generate magicka of their own. What does that mean? That means you have a lot of magicka ability, but you have to get the magicka from somewhere else? Quit with the creepy ass music. The Ritual is one of the Mage's charges, and the season is Morning Star. Those born under the sign have a variety of abilities, depending on the aspects of the moons and the divines. The Lover is one of the Thieves' charges, and her season is Sun's Dawn. Those born under the sign of the Lover are graceful and passionate. The Shadow season is Second Seed. The Shadow grants those born under her sign the ability to hide in shadow. The Tower is one of the Chief's charges, and its season is Frostfall. Those born under the sign of the Tower have a knack for finding gold and can open locks of all kinds. That's right, the Tower helped you pick locks in Oblivion a lot. I don't know if it did that much. So I'm not really need the Shadow, but I'm going to see what it does. I don't have a freaking... We'll just do it for the hell of it. Our Growing Storm was just ranked up for the hell of it. I didn't get anything out of that though. So with that, critical damage and healing by 11%, which I'm not sure the Shadow is supposed to do. You haven't mentioned the Shadow? Can I just read the Shadow and skip over it? These are jewelry. I've got... Look, I got iron ore. Oh, I need tin to make steel ingots. Okay. But I'm confused. Whatever. So anyway, back to the road, please. And I want to go left here, which will take us to where I think we're supposed to go, hopefully. It's very dead and desolate out here. Look at these trees. Ah, I see it.
If you're headed to Creshade, you need to know there was trouble there.
Who's talking to me? Hello? Oh, is that you?
I need to get to Shornhelm. A bit of bruising and a few broken ribs won't stop me from getting my report to Shornhelm. I've got to let my superiors in House Tamrith know what happened at Creshade.
What's Creshade?
Creshade's a small mountain town. Captain Genevieve heard some alarming rumors and sent us to investigate. Turns out a mad Argonian came out of Doomcrag and unleashed a blood curse on the town.
I don't know what that is, but can I help?
We sent refugees from the town south to meet Captain Genevieve at Camp Tamrith, but the mayor of Creshade refused to leave. Said she had to save her people. She begged us to warn Shornhelm. If she's still alive, she could use some help.
I'll do what I
I'll
can.
feel better knowing I didn't leave the mayor of Creshade completely on her own. Remember, head into town and look for the mayor's house.
Anything else you can let me know?
I think Creshade is doomed. Some of the refugees kept going on and on about a flesh-eating abomination. I'm not easily frightened. But whatever is loose in Crestshade, it made my skin crawl.
You mentioned an Argonian. I'm hunting an Argonian.
Yes. Calls himself Rezel Jewel. A real charmer, that one. He sent rocks tumbling down the mountain to seal the pass to Doomcrag, managing to destroy half of Crestshade in the process. Then he unleashed a blood curse on the town. He's insane.
Did you see this abomination?
Me? No, not personally. But I heard stories. It's some sort of freakish creature, cobbled together from living bodies.
Oh god, a flesh
feasting on
astronaut?
the blood of the townsfolk. At least that's the way I heard it described.
Sounds like a blood astronaut.
Be careful in there. I need to get to Shornhelm and give my report.
I guess we're gonna do this. I guess I have to go this way anyway to get up there, so let's do this.
So much yelling, so much screaming. I need to stay strong.
Guard.
Stay strong.
Why won't you help? We need help.
I can still hear my heart beating. Am I alive? What should I do?
Where is everyone? I can hear wails and screams, but I can't see anyone. I need to get out of here.
I'll put y'all to rest. Vampires everywhere. Damn, there's a lot of y'all. Better not turn me into a vampire. I want to be a werewolf. Speaking of... Guild taunt optional? That's the weirdest name for a guild ever. Does someone target me? I guess not. Sorry, Mayor.
Be gone, accursed thing! You're not a blood fiend. Please, whoever you are, help us. Help the spirits of Crestshade. They tore our spirits from our living flesh.
What happened?
Rizal Jul unleashed a blood curse upon the town. Turned some townsfolk into ravenous blood fiends. But that wasn't enough for him. He used magic and our living flesh to create an abomination. A part of me still lives within the creature.
How can I help?
You must slay this abomination. As long as it lives, our spirits are trapped in this town. They keep the creature in the chapel crypt. I think they're feeding it, making it stronger. Soon, I fear, they will set it loose upon all of Rivenspire.
Okay, I'll go feed Godzilla.
Find the spirits of Tharlas and John. We can use our connection to the creature to lure it from the chapel crypt so you can kill it. We'll also need personal items to focus our energy through. My badge of office should work nicely.
We're gonna find your badge of office.
It should be in the tower where I worked. We made our stand in that tower, but we were overrun. I can still hear Riza Jul laughing as they dragged me away. That lizard's laugh haunts me.
Why did he attack?
I don't know. Days before, tremors shook the town, and then it was as though half the mountain fell upon us. When the dust cleared, we were set upon by vampires, and that damn blood curse. I was able to get some people away, praise Arcane.
Do you think there are other survivors?
Sadly, no. Those of us stuck in this half-life, tied to the abomination, can sense each other. But the rest of the town was turned into those poor feral beasts. The ones who escaped or found true death. Those are the lucky ones.
Why are some spirits like you more aware and able to speak?
Perhaps it is simply our ties to this town. Or perhaps in our last hours, we found the strength to resist Rizal Jul and his minions.
Where did I find other strong
Scholar
spirits?
John's spirit may still be near his home, where he taught our children with patience and humor. Mage Tharlas' spirit may be at the inn. Bless her heart. She held off a horde of vampires to give a few people time to flee.
Can I have this drink, please? I don't know what it is, but I feel like I should be drinking. What time is it? I am at 1 hour? I'm at 1 hour, so I need something like this. I'll go ahead and eat this. One more stuff. A lot more stuff, so I picked up some beer. Also, I hear a freaking... I'm assuming I'm not in the area where I can turn into a freaking vampire, or only certain ones can turn me. Not the vampire caught me. So I have to find the lightning badge. I mean the mayor's badge. Ow. Come get some. Above. Sorry. I'll be keeping an eye on my phone just in case there's any texts from my son or his teachers. What was I doing here? Oh, I was checking my inventory for the new item I just picked up, which was hands. Nope.
I don't know who I really am anymore. Part of me is still alive in agony. Part of that abomination. If Rizal Jewel were in front of me right now, I swear my hate alone would tear that lizard to shreds.
Maybe I can help you. I need your help to find a personal item.
Of course. She's smart, our mayor. She knows we can focus our energy through personal items. Look for my staff at the small bridge nearby. We mounted a defense there, bought the mayor's husband the time he needed to get the refugees away.
Tell me about your staff.
Receiving that staff was the greatest moment of my life. I'm a Red Guard. Magic doesn't come easily to my people, but I was drawn to it. I left Alakir and studied for years to earn that staff. I can focus all that I am and all that I was through it.
Cool. Don't scare me like that. Okay. Badge. Scholar Jones. Mage's staff. What do you got for me? Some gold? Okay. More gold. Money, money, money.
I held back fiends and vampires here to buy time for our people to escape. Fear and anger made me strong. We will finish this. We must! I will send every last drop of anger, hope, and desire I possess through that staff. That will draw out the abomination. I will not fail you. I will not fail Crestshade.
I think Crestshade is gone. Also, look at this. But we'll kill the abomination. I just don't think this town's coming back. The Raven watches town by the end of the day. Speaking of Ravenwatch, if they're a house of vampires and are supposed to be taking care of vampire problems, why aren't they out here?
Where's my son? Help me, please! I need to find my son!
Hopefully he escaped, lady.
I'm so frightened. I don't know what to do.
Don't worry, I'll release you.
So cold. I can't imagine a worse fate than to be trapped here. Waiting, watching, feeling. That's the worst. I can feel my flesh. It craves destruction. It craves
some
blood.
vampiric flesh astronaut. Mayor Geta asked me to help you find a personal item.
Mayor is a good woman. Her spirit is strong. She has a good idea to use our spirits to draw out the creature. Our flesh remains alive while the abomination lives. Through this connection, we can call it to us.
What personal item can I locate for you?
What's most important to an old scholar like me? My mind, I suppose. The blood fiends tore my body apart after using some of my flesh to create their abomination. My skull was tossed aside. It's got to be somewhere in the graveyard.
I just tossed you in the graveyard? Okay. At least it politely put you in the graveyard, I guess. I'll go get the mayor's badge. Oh, what the hell? A bunch of new stuff. Nope. Only goes down. Ooh, good on stamina. Is a little down in health. I think we should be okay with that though. Way up on stamina. See what it looks like. Oh, that's pretty. Yeah, we'll keep that. And it's already partly my color. We need to fix some of the grays, but we'll do that. What about you? What are your life and health at? I can sell you. Mayor's badge to be here.
Can anyone hear me? What's happening? My blood boils, yet I feel no pain. Somebody, help me.
Crestshade was such a quiet town until that terrible Rizal Jul arrived. Please, if you haven't already found them, seek out Tharless and John. Find our personal items. Then maybe we can end this nightmare. Of course. We've lived under the shadow of the Doomcrag for many generations. Whatever secrets it held, we assumed they would remain locked away forever. Then Rizal Jul appeared.
Townsfolk? Wait, what secrets? The townsfolk returned to Blood Fiend?
Yes, if they didn't flee or get used to create the abomination. Rizal Jul unleashed his power and turned them into feral beasts. The more of them you can put out of their misery, the better. At least they aren't connected to that creature.
What about the refugees?
I was able to organize a small group. I sent them south, to Camp Tamrith. I even convinced my husband to go with them. I pray they made it there safely. But I couldn't leave Crestshade. I'm the mayor. I had a responsibility.
Sorry, checking something. Nope. Nothing important. Okay, throw it. Done talking to you, lady. Why did I get pushed aside there? I must have been on something. Are we near a... I swear I hear an anchor. I am positive I hear an anchor. That's your badge of office. It's huge.
RK, forgive me. When I realized what they were doing to us, I tried to throw myself from this tower.
Oh, there
From
it is.
such desperation, I found the anger and strength to resist this torment. We must slay the flesh abomination. We can do this, together.
The electricity from the anchor is just shocking by her. That's crazy looking. Also, we were above the anchor here. Catherine Herna has requested permission to build 2 chicken coops on her property. Claims fresh eggs will improve her cooking and thus upon Herna's suggestion and general demeanor. Approval pending. Discussion with neighbors ongoing. Scholar Joan requests assistance with restoration of some of the older crypts in the cemetery. His concerns about the condition of the graves has been noted. House Durrell, representative at Inn, sent requests to meet to discuss improvements in silver production from mining projects. Meeting to be scheduled. Must ask Mikkel to attend, as he is the most knowledgeable about mines and mining. Young Renus Sorrell was brought up on charges of vandalism, specifically using some sort of plant-based dye on to paint Daedric symbols on hearth bennets prized pigs. Sorrell's reason, that would be funny. Neither I nor her Fennel found this response to be least a bit amusing. Daniel Sorrell petitioned the town to have young Renus provide a set number of hours of service in lieu of having to pay damages. Proposal to be discussed with Hartvenet. Rindus Surreal to provide 80 hours of community service. Is that who we're doing yet? Yeah. Aiding Scholar Joan in restoration of graves and crypts within Crestshade Cemetery. Hartvenet's comment about not wanting that young ruffian anywhere near my livestock was duly noted when determining the punishment. Tobus Itnik, innkeeper, has requested some assistance in cleaning up a small rock slide that did some minor damage to the rear of the inn. He and several others have noted a recent increase in small tremors emanating from the mountains. Healer Muriel reported that Jonas Morse is currently under her care. Muriel believes this may be a case of some sort of night terrors. He is unsure what may have brought them on. Perhaps a fever of some sort. In any case, Jonah appears fine at the moment. Command has always been a bit simple, but in no way a troublemaker. I will check the healer again in a few days. Oh, and that's the end. I bet you he was bloodfiend. Okay. Gross.
That's old Death and Halday's skull. As fine a man as ever lived. But he's no scholar.
Oh. But I saw ghosts as they wait.
Oh, that one is definitely mine. I can feel it. We will pour every iota of our strength into those items. Take them to the crypts beneath the ruined chapel.
Yes, sir. Hello, Kushi. Excuse you. Oh, nice first strike. My creation lives, it moves, it rins and tears. It is young, yet it craves blood. I do not believe that this opens up a most interesting branch of necromancy. Assuming it is necromancy, yes, let's say it is. There was a time when shrieks and screams of people might have bothered me, but their sacrifice and their brain, their rich, warm blood. How can giving the creation of life bother me in any way? They are not dead, not truly, not while my creature lives. In a sense, they continue to live as well. The time for their concerns and mercy is long behind me. Few understand, but few have my power. They have not glimpsed the pulsing heart of the Doomcrag. They have not risked all that taken the power within themselves. I pity them, not for their pain and for their fear and torn flesh. I pity them, their simple lives, their lack of power, their closed minds. I shall leave this creation with my vampires. They can tend it, nurture it, feed it the flesh of the feral ones, or the flesh of any survivors, if there are any survivors. When the creature is stronger and larger, they can unleash it on Riven's fire. In the meantime, I will create much more such creatures. I will create an army of living flesh. Isn't a flesh astronaut, right? Let the revolting peasants give themselves to the glory of my creation. All will know my name, even Montclair and Lilyria. We'll see what I can create, what I can do. Literaria? Who the heck is that? Let them wonder what else my power will accomplish. I care less about their petty concerns with every passing day. Okay, Montclair's dog's off the leash. Let's go put him down. I'm gonna take this as the abomination if someone killed it.
Together, my friends. Focus your energy.
It's working. I can feel it. Thing. It's coming. Get ready.
Not too bad.
Praise the Eight in all their glory. You did it! I felt every blow as if you were hitting me, but the creature's death has put an end to the pain. Praise the Eight that our tormented flesh has been put to rest.
Excuse me. Are your spirits free now?
Yes, I do believe we can pass on. Yet I must ask you to perform one more favor, if you would. These items still radiate with power from this odd ritual. Would you bury them for us? Then our spirits can truly be free.
I'll bury your personal items.
I am most grateful for this kindness. Take the items to the far end of the graveyard. There you should be able to find a suitable space to bury our effects in hollowed ground. I will meet you there.
Sure. Are the blood fiends gone, or are they still a problem? I'm gonna assume they're still a problem. Oh, I have to take the personal items. Can I just leave them in the crypt? There's statues at the edge of a crypt. I don't see blood fiends. Either they're being very quiet or they're all gone. Oh, they're there.
We did well, stranger. I am thankful that the threat posed by that creature ended here.
I think we're done here. I'm eager to see what waits beyond this mortal life. Farewell.
Why do you look the saddest out of all three of them, sir?
We saved some of the townsfolk and the abomination was destroyed. I am at peace with what we were able to accomplish here. Thank you.
And you?
I grieve for those we lost, but I'm happy we were able to foil Rizal Jul's plan.
For now.
I feel a measure of peace. I did as much as I could to help my town and the people of Rivenspire. Rizal Jul was empowering that abomination, making it stronger. We would not have been able to stop it without your help. I am grateful.
I hope you can rest now.
We were in pain. Your kindness saved us from a tormented existence. I sent my husband to Camp Tamrith. If you happen to meet him, tell him what happened here. Tell him not to return. Let Crestshade be forgotten.
I have a question on why you have Rizal Jul's necro robes. You going? You're going. Okay, they're all at peace. Let's go visit our vampire friend, who I'm pretty sure is a vampire friend. Yeah, frick. You still fighting? So maybe this way? Not this way? I'm very confused on where I'm supposed to go. I'm pretty sure that's Castle Ravenwatch. He used to come out here and clear the streets this time. Ow. I think I have a new piece of armor. We'll check it out as soon as we can. Oh, right there. It's like, I see it way straight on a map. I can't see it. At least some of your front yard is cleared out, dude. Yeah, looks safe.
Wench, my child, slow down. You eat too fast. You don't want to harm poor Carlin.
We need to feed to get stronger. When Montclair shows up, I want to be ready.
That is not our way, child, and you know it. Stop feasting, now.
Fine, whatever. I mean, I'm sorry, Count Verandis. You know I only want to help.
Of course, my child. Now, let's clear away our meal and welcome our friend. Colin, as always, I thank you for sharing your life's blood with us.
I live to please, my lord.
I told you y'all were vampires, but, are nice vampires. I like how now he looks like a fucking vampire. Now they changed his face to pale and red-eyed, just so we know. What, are you wearing makeup out there? Contacts?
I apologize if the scene before you makes you uncomfortable. I did not expect you to arrive during our mealtime. As for why I kept my true nature hidden, well, let's just say that Emmerich insisted. And one does not refuse the High King lightly.
You're a vampire?
Well, I've been called far worse. But I prefer to think of myself and my companions as gifted. We are not ashamed of our condition. We are not monsters. Now, this is the part where you gasp and ask calmly, how can I trust you?
High King Everett said, I should trust you.
The High King is a wise man. which is why I supported him and not the Mad King Ronsa. We all have the ability to make our own decisions. Long ago, I decided to live in peace with the mortal world, not feast upon it.
Can you tell me anything that can help us deal with the Montclair?
You were able to drive off Rizal Jewel and take back Shornhelm. Those were no small feats, I assure you. But Emmerich needs our help to restore Rivenspire's tranquility. You need to understand, there is more to Montclair than simple ambition.
You hinted at this before, and I have a feeling it has something to do with vampires.
Walk with me and I will explain. There is much I need to show you, and time grows short. Adusha, please make sure Gwendis behaves herself. Poor Carlin needs time to recover.
The little one gets no dessert this evening. Adusa will make sure.
To understand the path that Montclair follows, you must understand how he came to walk upon it. I believe the key to stopping him hides within my own memories.
Okay.
Memories are elusive shadows, hiding truths behind our own perceptions. But what if someone else could examine them? What would they see that we do not?
Sounds like Harry Potter.
I'd like to try something if you're willing. This potion will allow you to dream walk through my memories. And perhaps your eyes will see what I have missed. I would never bring an outsider into my memories if I didn't believe it was imperative. The memories we will revisit, they are painful for me. It is with a heavy heart that I ask you to embark upon this journey with me.
I'd like to know more before I agree to this.
Ask your questions then. I will answer what I can.
What is in this potion?
Nothing that will harm you, rest assured. The mixture contains various herbs, dusk nectar, and a few drops of my blood. But don't worry, it takes more than a little blood to turn someone into a vampire.
Why me? Why not one of your vampires?
They know me too well, and they are used to acquiescing to my will. They don't have the perspective, the distance, to see beyond what I saw. I need someone who has proven their worth. A relative stranger that I can trust.
Wow, that's a shaky motion. Really.
I must say, it's rather strange seeing you as me.
Mother, please. You have to take the medicine. Rizal Jewel can help you.
Sweet daughter. I can't go on like this. I don't want to spend my final days as an experiment. Instead, let me spend them with the ones I love.
Even in retrospect, reliving this is difficult. Her pain, her suffering. She had so much courage.
There has to be something more we can do. Ferrandis, can I talk to you for a moment?
Wait, am I Verandis? I'm Verandis.
Layla doesn't have much time. I know it. She knows it. She's trying to be so strong, but... I swore I would never ask this of you. It goes against everything I believe in. But damn it. She's my wife. I don't want to lose her.
No, my friend. You can't ask that of me. That's my best vampire.
I know. You swore an oath. No one should ever have to endure the things you've gone through because of what you are. But you're alive. That's more than my wife will be if you don't help her.
She deserves a better fate than becoming a vampire.
You can't make that decision for her. Neither can I. But you can give her a chance. I know you care about her. You can't just stand there and watch her die.
You're right. Let me ask Layla what she wants to do.
Thank you. I know she'll make the right decision. She may no longer be the woman I know, but at least she'll be alive. She'll be with me. I can still love her.
I have to kind of agree. It's up to the dying lady.
My dear friend, Verandis. I'm glad you're here. You've always been so good to our family. I never really thanked you for that.
There's no need to thank me. You're a good friend to me as well.
Verandis, after I'm gone, you need to continue to watch over my family. Wylan will need your strong, steadying presence more than ever.
There is a way to avoid this, Layla.
No, my friend. Your gift isn't the solution. Not for me. I refuse to accept an existence that forces me to watch as my children, my husband,
I'm sorry, I'm coughing, by the way.
ages before my eyes.
Of course, Layla, as you wish.
Something's wrong. I have vague recollections of talking to someone else, but why can't I remember? You need to look around. See what we missed.
Mirandus, you must tell me. Why did this happen to Mother? Of all the people of Shornhelm, why her? Please, tell me there's a way to save her. You're powerful. You have to do something.
I'll do what I
I know
can.
you will. You've always been so gracious. A man who would do anything for those he cared about. No, now's not the time. We'll talk again later.
Oh my. Why are my fists coming up? What's going on there? Ah, Rizal Jewel.
This is hopeless. Baron Montclair forces me to mix concoctions that I know won't do any good. If he'd just listened to me, I could show him exactly how to heal his wife and end her suffering.
What are you talking about, Willis?
I'm talking about knowledge and ancient magic. I'm talking about the forgotten arts of the aliens themselves. Would you deny Our Lady any chance for a cure, no matter what the source?
I want to see the Baroness healed with all my heart.
I happen to possess an alien relic, or at least a shard from one. But the Baron won't listen to me, especially since Our Lady started refusing my help. If I give you this stone, will you present it to the Baron? He listens to you, my friend.
Get this shard. I'll convince Waylon to use it.
I knew I could count on you, Veranda's Raven Watch.
This is Necromancer.
Without your help, my friend, I would have never recalled that Rizal Jewel led us to the alien relic. What else have I forgotten, I wonder?
3 cheers for Verandis! He gave me the means to save my beautiful
Yes,
wife.
to our dear friend Verandis. How can we ever repay him?
He is great, isn't he? And so handsome. But I want to cheer about this wine. By the divines, this stuff is
We were
delicious.
so happy at this moment. We were all together, friends and family, enjoying each other's company. For the final time.
Verandis, may I speak to you for a moment? Alone.
I don't recall speaking with Layla. Why can't I remember that?
Don't mind Wylan. He's just angry that the shard's effects faded away. He knows you didn't mean for this to happen to me, Verandis. Don't mind Wylan.
Huh?
Rizal Jewel knew about the alien relic the entire time. He convinced me to give it to Wylan. Why didn't I remember that? And this memory. I recall our celebration, the toasts, but this moment, talking to Layla. I don't remember that happening.
So I'm screwing with your memories. I had some dealings with someone named Amura. Tell me more about the celebration.
As I now recall, Rizal Jewel gave me a shard, a piece of an alien relic. I presented it to Montclair, and he, in turn, used it to heal his wife. In less than a day, Layla was recovering and on her feet again. It was nothing short of miraculous.
The shard cured her?
Not exactly. It helped, but I can't remember why. We were here, celebrating Layla's improved condition when... And that's all I can recall. I'm sure the key is hidden in my memories. Please, explore this moment and see what you can learn.
My lord, my count, your highness. Oh, who cares? We don't need to stand on ceremony. Not us. Me and good old Verandis showing the world how vampires are supposed to behave.
Wendy, how much of that wine have you consumed?
I consumed all of it. Well, at least all that was given to me. Anything less would just be rude. So, Verandis, my friend, my confidant, say we slip away someplace a little more private and bring the rest of that delicious wine?
I think you've had more than enough excitement for one day.
Was that a rebuke? I was rebuked by the high and mighty Count Ravenwatch. Yes, I believe I was. I think you should walk away now, before I say something else that at least one of us will regret.
I'm sure you won't remember any of this in the morning. Yeah, let's talk to him last, because I think he'll be the end.
Count Varandas. Hello. It's good to see you. Hope you're well. What am I saying? Of course you're well. You're a vampire. Oh, sorry. Don't mind me. Must have had a little too much wine.
You seem distracted. Everything all right?
Right as rain. Now the mother's back on her feet. I was thinking, I wanted to find a way to thank you for all you've done for us. Maybe next time you're in Shornhelm, I can make you a nice meal.
Literally, you know I never eat food.
Oh, by the divines. How embarrassing. Well, how about you feed on me instead? Can't believe I just said that. Pardon me while I slip away and find Rizal. Maybe he has a potion I can drink to make me forget this awkward moment.
Okay, your daughter's hitting on
Varandas,
me.
my friend. You really must allow your charges to get out and have a little fun every now and then. Poor Gwendis here is having a splendid time, but it's like she's never tasted a fine wine before. Why not pull up a chair and join us?
Wyland, we need to talk about this.
Oh, not that again, Varandas. And especially not now. We're having a celebration. Layla is on the mend. She's getting well. I have my wife back. And it's all thanks to that remarkable piece of stone you gave me.
Is she feeling much better?
Better? Yes, but she's not fully healed as yet. It's just a matter of time, I'm sure, but she's out of bed. She's even painting again. She hasn't done that in... I can't remember how long. Soon, it will be as if nothing had ever happened.
There's something about this stone that worries me.
My good Varandas. It wouldn't be a day if you weren't concerned about something. It's your nature. Now stop asking such bleak questions, and just be thankful this relic fell into our hands. It's helping. That's all that matters.
We're gonna leave that up for last. Let's talk to her.
Varandas, you mustn't say anything. Please. I'm sure this will pass. I just need the stone. Another treatment, and I'll be fine.
Layla, you aren't well.
Just a little dizziness. A little discomfort. It must be all this activity lately. Varandas, I don't think the stone shard is powerful enough. It helps, but it doesn't last. And now, I feel empty. I can't explain it.
We need to tell Waylon about this.
No, you leave him be. He's happy now. I can't stand to see him worried, sitting beside my bed, helpless, consumed with grief. Not again. The stone shard. It's obviously a part of something larger. Could that be the cure we're looking for?
I don't know. Perhaps there's more information in the alien tomes Jewel has been researching.
Talk to the Argonian. See what he's found out. We need to find the larger relic. Or at least another shard of stone. I hate to ask, but I need you to do this one last favor. For Wyland.
Of course, Layla. I'll talk to Jewel and see what he thinks.
I knew I could count on you, dear friend. Now, I need to compose myself and return to the party. But I think I'll go to sleep early this evening. I'm sure I just need a little more rest.
Where is Julie? Julie. Oh, he's below. Right. Excuse me, ma'am. Broke my vampire toes.
Fascinating, isn't it? To think that such a tiny rock could hold so much power. Can you feel it? It's like it's calling to me, like the moon's call to the tides. Imagine what the relic it came from could do.
Why didn't you give the stone to Montclair? Why have me do it?
The Baron wasn't listening to me. We needed someone he trusted more, had more faith in. That someone was you, Count Verandis. Now the Baroness is on the mend, and House Montclair has returned to a state of contented bliss.
The stone isn't enough. Layla is still sick.
Well, that's unfortunate, but it is only a small piece of a grander relic, isn't it? I've been studying the Aliot manuscripts. There may be more we can do for the poor Baroness.
Spit it out, Argonian. Speak plainly.
I found the stone among the effects of King Ranser's royal historian, back when I served in Ranser's court. She had quite an intriguing collection, including the Aliot manuscripts that I've been translating. Perhaps you can check my work.
Where are they?
The manuscripts are locked away, but I left my notes in your library. A few phrases stood out as I translated. Life, death, crag. I'm sure they mean something. Take a look and see what you think. Perhaps the text can lead us to the greater relic.
Sure. What's the shaking? Made sure that with each breath we breathed in life, health, vitality. Breathed in life. With each stone we planted, or each rock we planted. No death, disease can harm us. This is the power of fire or light. Only the vestige can contain the power. The vestige can contain the power of the unknown alien word. It lives as we do. It reacts to feelings, emotions, sentiments, and makes our existence better. The crag/peak and the remnant/vestige fragment are one. Here will always be guarded, perfect, protected, hidden. We've established a second community outpost cave in the hills of the east of the crag/peak. In this hillside outpost, we have hidden our tablet of history or theology for safekeeping. Oh, there you are.
I remember now. The translation, we misinterpreted it. We assumed the crag housed a powerful healing artifact, but we were wrong. The hillside community, though. Why didn't I ever look into that?
Do you know what it means?
Not exactly, not yet, but I will figure this out. In the meantime, there is one more memory I want you to explore. We ascended the Doom Crag, and that's where everything changed.
What's Doom Crag?
This peak that rises from the mountains to the north. It has always been a haunted, desolate place. Look for anything I may have missed, but more, I want you to see what happened to Montclair. I want you to understand why he must be stopped.
Are you not concerned that your entire city down south has turned into a vampire's den? Isn't quite y'all's thing, Ravenwatch. Well, you get my pets and my bears are always in these dreams.
We shouldn't have left the guards behind, Wylan. Who knows what else we're going to run into?
There was no choice, Mother. You're getting worse, and we can't wait for them.
I'll stay here and protect the way out. Keep watch in case the guards catch up with us. The rest of you need to keep moving.
Thank you, Gwendis. At least you retain a sense of honor.
Wylan, you have to stop blaming Verandis. This wasn't his fault.
undead spirits? It doesn't matter. Nothing is going to stand in our way. Layla, wait until we clear the way.
Well, I have to say one thing. The lizard's holding his own. What the heck's a hedge?
Come on. Mother doesn't have much time left.
Ugh, these Republican posts about CRT are gross. They want to pretend teaching our youth about the bad history of racism is indeed racism. And this one says lying to our black children. They want to pretend teaching about the history of racism is somehow teaching African American children that they're victims, and that's not what it is. But yes, their ancestors were our victims. Conservatives are just gross nowadays.
These animated bones. Why do they seek to keep us from the relic? Are they the lingering remains of the aliens who once dwelled here, do you think? Well, they won't stop me. No matter what their reasons are, my cause is greater.
Are you sure you want to go through this with this, Wyland?
I have never been more sure of anything in my life, Verandis. I will sacrifice everything. Risk anything to save the woman I love. A shame the same can't be said of all of us.
I only did what Layla asked. She was worried about you.
You did what Layla wanted? What about what I wanted? You allowed her to talk you out of it when I expressly asked you to turn her. Well, I'm done asking. We're here because of you, and we're going to do exactly as I say. We're going to save my wife.
I'm sorry it's come to this.
Sorry won't help us here. We have to find the alien relic. That's all that matters now. Just remember, we're out of options. This is our last chance to save Layla, and I won't let you ruin it, vampire.
You're gross.
The power we seek is close. I can feel it.
What a magnificent structure! The relic this monolith houses must be powerful indeed.
Why are we with the sick lady? Shouldn't she be at home resting while we do this and bring it to her? Oh, we're fighting.
I'm afraid.
I barrel haul off that while we do this.
Hurry, Layla. Trust me. Soon we will be healed, and we can put this terrible episode behind us.
Doomcrag, upper tier. I will say part of my butterflies in my son about sending my son to school is the danger he faces, even vaccinated from COVID, and our irresponsible motherfucking governor who deserves just to be slapped so hard.
This is it. The relic is beyond this door. We've done it. We've reached the top of the Doomcrag. Now we can finally learn the secret of the ancient alien relic and save my wife.
I can sense the power of the relic. It doesn't feel particularly benign to me.
Your fear colors your perception, Verandis. It is merely the pulse of ancient magicka, the heartbeat of a powerful relic. Our intentions are pure. We seek only to save my beloved's life. These creatures have no reason to stop us.
Why then? We need to be cautious. Something isn't right.
Has your courage deserted you, vampire? You discovered the relic's resting place, and I thank you for that. But right now, we have to reach the relic chamber and save my wife. After that, you can do what you want. Now, let's go.
He's a mage, by the way. He's got a staff. This is the one calling down the fireballs. I just did.
By the 8! Can you feel the relic's power, Verandis?
We already talked about this. Something feels wrong.
Enough of your constant mewling, Verandis. Are you a vampire or a scullery maid? This is exactly what we've been looking for. You told me yourself. The alien texts refer to Lata, the light. This is it. This is what will cure Layla.
We never learned why the aliens sealed this relic within the Desolate Tower.
We don't know why the aliens did a lot of things. They were a strange people. But that won't stop us. Stand back and watch for all I care. But we're going to save my wife. I'll risk my life, my very soul to help my dear Layla. Now, let's begin.
Probably not going to end well.
Have no fear, my darling Layla. Soon the light will wash away
It's
your pain.
going to work, Baron. The power of this ancient alien remnant. It's almost overwhelming.
You're going to be all right, Mother. Just hold on.
The remnant will make you like new, my love. You'll be reborn.
Something's happening. I feel the power.
Wylan, something feels wrong.
Verandis, we need you. We need your power. Quickly, touch the relic and help us.
It says target is out of range.
Anianis alata, malatua, vasha anya belda sancre.
What's happening to us?
It's working. It's working. Soon the power will be ours to command.
No. What have you done? This isn't me. I never wanted this. Please, Verandis, help me. Make it stop. I can't stand the pain. End this, Verandis. End this before I...
Woo.
No, Verandis, what did you do to Layla? What did you do?
I didn't even touch her, dude.
Pay for that vampire. I have the power now. Nothing can stop me from reaching out and snapping.
Montclair, no! Come on, Verandis. We need to get out of here.
I didn't even touch her. She scratched me and then she died. Ugh.